Defense in depth and nuclear reactors. What does that mean? Defense in depth is a process, a study, an analytic methodology to look for what you need to defend from happening. Worst case scenario analysis. It is failure mode engineering analysis. It gets into extremes when you're talking about high pressure vessels, exothermic reactions, managing phase changes in materials going from particularly a gas to a vapor, where they expand so much they cause huge pressures that blow things up. So this is pressure vessel, reactor vessels, heat exchangers, pressure exchangers. Somewhere in there is a middle system from the main boiling water part of this reactor that manages that pressure balance. It's very delicate when you have 1,000 or 2,000 pounds of pressure on a pressure vessel. So there's that little nuance in exothermic reactor vessels. It's almost a different depth of studies. So this defense in depth thing, you get into what happens if this vessel comes apart. In our case, the top of the vessel was designed to blow off, to tin can open, so all the force was vented vertically. The only concern was something that would fall on top of our environmentally controlled safe building in the event of an accident like that. So it's kind of part of defense in depth studies. But this goes back to nuclear reactors. If you go back to look at original design commissioning documents, this comment, these notes about defense in depth, it's the reason that there is primary and secondary cooling. It is primary containment and secondary containment, two layers of defense in depth. A third outer layer in that containment is the dome that's doing secondary containment. Were designed marginally to be airplane proof. I don't think anyone's ever tested that, but the reactor definitely is. Whether it could shut down quick enough, hope nobody tries it. Defense in depth conversations can lead into these things, these what ifs and what abouts, and then the people in the room get to debate their validity and if that goes forward. So you better bring some good stuff into those rooms, right? Defense in depth. Where is that analysis for these other new lines of reactors? It almost should be headlines. They should be bragging about the defense in depth activities and studies that have been done about these reactors and pointing to these great sciences, right? Defense in depth. So defense is a tactical word. You can have an offense and a defense, right? In order to build a defense, it's the chicken or the egg conundrum we keep running into. So, deep ocean mining. We'll get to it one of these days. Patience.